There are currently around 750,000 women on gynaecology waiting lists in the UK. Many of those will have diagnosed or suspected endometriosis, a chronic pain disease which affects 1 in 10 women and those assigned female at birth. That means there are likely thousands living in pain with lots of unanswered questions.
Hi, my name is Zainab and I live with endometriosis. It took over a decade for me to get a proper diagnosis, even though I had been showing symptoms since my early teens. The journey to diagnosis has been long, frustrating, and at times incredibly isolating. Throughout that time, I was often dismissed by doctors and my pain was normalised. I hadn't even heard of endometriosis until a consultant finally recognised my symptoms. I waited months on end just for an initial consultation, and the appointment felt rushed and I was overwhelmed by medical jargon. No one took the time to explain the condition to me or offered resources to find out what was happening to my body. I wasn't given the opportunity to ask questions or express how I was feeling. I waited over 2 years for surgery. During that time, I felt like I was left in the dark. And even now, after surgery, I find myself with more questions than answers.
At Endometriosis UK, we want to support people like Zainab by launching a new nurse-led helpline service.
Being on a waiting list, particularly a lengthy one, can be difficult and leave people feeling in the dark with a lot of questions. When you attend these appointments, it can be overwhelming and it may be difficult to ask your questions. People may not feel they come away with all the information that they need. Specialist nurses do a really good job of reassuring patients and answering tricky questions. But unfortunately, not everyone has access to a specialist nurse who understands what they're going through. The Endometriosis UK Nurse Helpline will be open to those at all points of their journey, meaning whether you have a diagnosis or not, we'll be here for you.
You can help support the launch of this much needed new service. If you donate through the Big Give between the 10th and 17th of October, the Big Give Women and Girls Match Fund will double your donation at no extra cost to you. That's double the donation, double the impact.
Donate today via Big Give to help people with endometriosis like me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me.